let's discuss catalase test for Staphylococcus aureus. Staphylococcus aureus is a gram-positive bacterium that is a major human pathogen and that causes various infections from mild skin infections to life-threatening conditions such as pneumonia, endocarditis, and sepsis. The catalase test detects the presence of the catalase enzyme, which breaks down hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen. Since oxygen gas is released, the presence of bubbles indicates a positive reaction. It's a simple test that can differentiate between Staphylococcus species and Streptococcus species. As I've already explained that this test is primarily used to differentiate catalase positive Staphylococcus species from catalase negative Streptococcus species. When hydrogen peroxide is added to a bacterial colony, which can be from Staphylococcus and which can be from Streptococcus or any other colony, it diffuses into the bacterial cell. It goes inside the bacterial cell. If catalase enzyme is present, the enzyme will bind to the hydrogen peroxide molecules and facilitates their breakdown by destabilizing the oxygen-oxygen bond. So this reaction occurs in 3 steps. Step number 1 is substrate binding. Hydrogen peroxide molecules, first they bind to the active site of the catalase enzyme. Active site of the catalase enzyme is the site where the substrate can bind. The second step is the catalytic breakdown. In this particular step, the enzyme speeds up the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen gas. Right over here, hydrogen peroxide will be converted into its product, which is water and oxygen. Step number 3 is oxygen gas release, and that is the key observation in this test also. The liberated oxygen escapes as bubbles. So you will see bubble formation, immediate bubble formation, which can be visually observed. So the person who is doing the test will mix up the colony with H₂O₂, and immediately if bubble formation occurs, that will indicate catalase positive reaction. Catalase enzyme is really crucial for bacterial survival as it neutralizes toxic reactive oxygen species, or they are also known as ROS, such as hydrogen peroxide, preventing oxidative damage to the cellular components. So what happens is sometime in the environment during the metabolic processes, you get these reactive oxygen species or reactive nitrogen species sometime. So bacteria has the defense system to neutralize those species. And catalase enzyme is one of that defense system where bacteria can neutralize the toxic reactive oxygen species and save itself from that damage. The question comes, why is Staphylococcus aureus catalase positive? What is the main reason behind it? So Staphylococcus aureus is a facultative anaerobic organism, meaning it can grow both in oxygen-rich environment and also oxygen-poor environments. During aerobic respiration, reactive oxygen species such as hydrogen peroxide, they are produced and metabolically they are produced as the byproduct. To protect itself from the damage caused by these species, Staphylococcus aureus produces catalase, which can rapidly degrade hydrogen peroxide into harmless product, which is basically non-toxic water and non-toxic oxygen gas. Another important point is this enzymatic activity also helps Staphylococcus aureus evade the immune responses. Phagocytic cells like neutrophils, they use hydrogen peroxide as a weapon to kill the bacteria. By producing catalase, Staphylococcus aureus can neutralize this oxidative attack, increasing its survival inside the host cell. So Staphylococcus aureus is one of the pathogenic organisms. When it enters inside the body, what it will do, it will try to harm the body. And in the defense, body will produce some toxic molecules, including H₂O₂, and try to kill the Staphylococcus aureus bacteria. But again, what it does, it produces catalase enzyme to neutralize that. So it's a survival strategy from the bacteria to save itself from the immune attack. So very simple assay. It's very simple assay to perform in the lab. What is the procedure for that? Step number 1 is you place a drop of 3% hydrogen peroxide on a clean, dry glass slide. In this case, you need a clean, dry glass slide with 3% H₂O₂. You don't want very high concentration of H₂O₂ because that can interfere with the reaction. And you also want non-dirty glass slide, clean and dry slide, because you may have bacteria on it and they can give you catalase positive reaction. So you want a clean, dry glass slide for this particular experiment. Step number 2 is using a sterile inoculating loop, pick a fresh bacterial colony and mix it with hydrogen peroxide drop. So what you have to do is you can place the drop on the glass slide and then mix it with the bacterial colony and then mix it properly. Step number 3 is observation. In the observation step, what you will see is immediate bubble formation. That will indicate the positive catalase reaction. If you see the bubble formation, that will immediately tell you that oxygen gas is being released from the H₂O₂ as the substrate being used in this particular reaction. So very simple assay. It's very simple assay to perform in the lab. What is the procedure for that? Step number 1 is you place a drop of 3% hydrogen peroxide on a clean, dry glass slide. In this case, you need a clean, dry glass slide with 3% H₂O₂. You don't want very high concentration of H₂O₂ because that can interfere with the reaction. And you also want non-dirty glass slide, clean and dry slide, because you may have bacteria on it and they can give you catalase positive reaction. So you want a clean, dry glass slide for this particular experiment. Step number 2 is using a sterile inoculating loop. Pick a fresh bacterial colony and mix it with hydrogen peroxide drop. So what you have to do is you can place the drop on the glass slide and then mix it with the bacterial colony and then mix it properly. Step number 3 is observation. In the observation step, what you will see is immediate bubble formation. That will indicate the positive catalase reaction. If you see the bubble formation, that will immediately tell you that oxygen gas is being released from the H₂O₂ as the substrate being used in this particular reaction. Now let's do the interpretation of the results. So what you will see in case of the positive catalase reaction, you will see immediate bubble formation due to the gas production, due to the oxygen gas release. Interpretation will be the bacteria is going to produce the catalase enzyme, and the example for that, Staphylococcus aureus or Staphylococcus species in general. In case of negative test, what will happen? No bubbles. They are going to get formed, or you will see very few bubbles that probably are arising due to the mixing that you are doing, and do not take that as a positive reaction. Interpretation will be bacteria lack catalase, and the example for this is Streptococcus species and also Enterococcus species. Now let's talk about the precautions and some of the additional notes. Avoid picking colonies from blood agar because red blood cells in our body, they also contain catalase, which may lead to false positive results. Second point is always use fresh bacterial cultures, probably 18 to 20 hours old culture, to ensure active enzyme production. If the culture is old, what will happen? It will not produce, it is not metabolically active, it will not produce the catalase. Third point, avoid using excess hydrogen peroxide, concentration higher than 3%. What will happen? It will rapidly degrade the catalase, and that will lead to the unreliable results. Last point is some weak catalase producers, they can generate very few bubbles, so it is essential to interpret the results in that case very carefully. Final is the application of the catalase test. Differentiation of the gram-positive cocci. So what you can do is you can differentiate between Staphylococcus, which is which is catalase positive, and Streptococcus, which is catalase negative. It's very difficult sometimes to differentiate based on their morphology. So you can immediately perform the catalase test, and that will give you the result that this organism is positive. So most likely this is Staphylococcus species. Second point, identification of aerobic and facultative anaerobic bacteria. What happens is catalase positive organisms, they thrive in oxygenated environments. So you can easily identify the aerobic organisms from other organisms. Clinical diagnosis used in medical microbiology to confirm Staphylococcus aureus in infections such as abscess, pneumonia, and endocarditis. So that was all about the catalase positive. We'll meet in the next video where I will bring similar topics so that you can understand the basic concept behind all of them very easily. And in one go, you should be able to understand the basic science behind that particular topic. All right, I'll meet you in the next video. Take care.